What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to From the Top Rope with Andrew Crawford. I'm your boy Andrew Crawford, not the GOAT, but I look like a GOAT. Close enough, am I right? I think I'm right. And today on the channel, I will be counting down my top 10 non-main events in WrestleMania history. No main events allowed. This is strictly from the opening match to the match before the main event. And when I say the main event, I mean you're on last. Example. WrestleMania 18, Triple H and Chris Jericho was the main event. Rock and Hogan was just a match that happened before the main event. And honestly, Triple H and Jericho is better. Rock and Hogan is not good. It is iconic. That does not make it good. With that being said, sorry for the mini tangent. Let's talk about some of the matches at WrestleMania you may not remember because they didn't main event. Now, I'm going to try to also not allow opening matches because a lot of good openers have happened and I don't want this list to be filled with opening matches. So I'm going to try to keep it short, sweet, no openings, no main events, but I will probably have at least one opening match on here, just a heads up. Number 10, and here's the opening match I'm allowing, Bret versus Owen Hart. I don't like Bret, but I love Owen. I think Bret is overrated because how can you be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be if you're not even the best pro wrestler in your family? Owen was better, and this match kind of showed what all Owen excelled at, and this whole feud did. With the build and Owen's promos, I genuinely find it to be the second best opening match in Mania history. Some argue it's the first, and that's perfectly fine. But this match was not sports entertainment. This match was not even professional wrestling. This match was wrestling. And it was beautiful. And it was awesome. And I'm going to say Owen Hart winning this match was the right call. Owen Hart may be the best to ever win the WWE title, if I'm being completely honest. But no, Bret and Owen is honestly, you could argue it's a top 10 Mania match either way with main events, but it's definitely top 10 when you take out main events. Number 9, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 41. Night 1 ended with an iconic, great triple threat match. Night 2 opened with an iconic, great triple threat match. And Rhea, Io, and Bianca proved why women's wrestling today is a million times better than it ever has been, especially on the WWE side of life. Rhea is a brooding powerhouse, Bianca the same, Io a high flyer. Everyone thought this was kind of just going to be, oh, Io's here to eat the pin after she shockingly beat Rhea for the women's world title. No. Io won this match. And she pinned, I'm pretty sure, Bianca. And this might be one of the best women's wrestling matches I've ever watched. It is by far the best women's match of 2025. And I will argue that it might be the best women's match in Mania history, outside of number 8. Number 8, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39. Not COVID Mania, but WrestleMania 39. WrestleMania goes Hollywood. I thought this would be a Mania that is remembered for its 2 main events. I was sorely mistaken. This match is, for me, now remembered as one of the best women's matches in WrestleMania history. Seth and Logan Paul cooked. Austin Theory beat John Cena. The random tag team showcases that cooked. And the 2 main events. This match is one of the hardest hitting, most brutal women's wrestling matches I've ever watched. there were bumps in this match that made me literally wince in pain. Like, these women do not need to be doing this just for our entertainment, but I'm thankful to the good Lord in heaven above that they are. I love this match. It is one of my personal favorites, and I cannot help but enjoy it. And honestly, it has some of the best rewatch factor of any women's Mania match I've ever watched. I enjoy this match thoroughly. I will never not enjoy this match thoroughly. Number 7, Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 38 in 2022. This match has a lot of reasons why it shouldn't be. Mainly, oh, Cody coming back was predictable. Shut up. This match, bell to bell, was the, I'm going to say, best match of the weekend. Yeah, best match of the weekend. This match was predictable in the sense of Cody returning, but I did not in a million years think he would come back as the American Nightmare. I thought Triple H, creative, Vince, whoever, would have had something different planned for Cody. And this match also sheds the last bit of indecency that was Stardust when Cody did the taunt in the early portions of the match. And Seth and Cody just have a chemistry like no one else. They are a modern day equivalent to a Cena Punk, Brett Shawn. Modern day, this is the definition of wrestling soulmates. They're phenomenal together. I've never watched them have a bad match. And I have never actually got to talk about this match on the channel. So I will here when I put it at number 7 of the best non-WrestleMania main events, and for the most part non-openers of all time. Number 6, WrestleMania 23 World Heavyweight Championship, the Royal Rumble winner, not main eventing, The Undertaker versus The Animal, the World Heavyweight Champion, and Drax the Destroyer himself, Batista. I won't lie, even The Undertaker has said he was not expecting this to be a great match. But he's proud of this match now. Like, looking back, this is a match he can be proud of, in hindsight. But going in, he did not think it would be great. I don't remember whose podcast, what podcast, when he said it, but I remember hearing him say this himself. This match was next to perfect. It was one of a whole bunch of matches consecutively for The Undertaker that were just bangers at Mania. And don't worry, we got a couple more to get into. I genuinely cannot watch this match and not, look away. Like, I cannot watch it when I'm busy. I have to be able to sit down and appreciate what this match was, because it is fantastic. Undertaker and Batista deserve their flowers. I will always give them to them, because Undertaker and Batista are two of the faces of my favorite era in pro wrestling history. Number 5. I just had it. Hold on. Number 5, Undertaker versus Triple H, no holds barred at WrestleMania 27. This is one of those matches, great match on a really bad show. There were 2 great matches at this WrestleMania, one good match, and the rest were just awful and horrible, and a stain on the legacy of professional wrestling, honestly. Like, this WrestleMania was not good. I'm sorry, it wasn't good. But the three matches that make it anywhere near watchable, Edge and Del Rio, that was a good match. It was not great. It was not perfect. It was not even it was nowhere near great, but it was good enough for a Mania opener. It's not a top 10 Mania opener, but it was a good match. Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio, and then Undertaker versus Triple H. Match number 3 in the 4-match DX saga that Undertaker would have. But don't worry, we'll get into 2 of the other 3 very soon. And the only reason we're not getting into all the other 3, one of them main evented. I cannot help but watch this match and just be like, okay. Because Undertaker and Triple H should not have been able to go at the level they were going in this match. But they turned back the clock at least 5 years to their peaks and started just putting on a banger. And honestly, if it wasn't for this match, I would say this is the worst WrestleMania of all time. But then I remember WrestleMania 9 exists, and I'm okay. But I love this match enough that I don't like to sit through it, but if I had to sit through this Mania to get to this match and I had to watch the rest of it after, I could do it. Because Undertaker and Triple H at that Mania was that good. But they have better. But we'll talk about that soon. Number 4. Hello, Undertaker. But this time, the year after the DX saga concluded, CM Punk. Now, of the consecutive matches he had on the streak where they were just banger after banger, this is the last of them. And it's also the one that made the most sense to end the streak, but it didn't. CM Punk could have used something to put him back in the main event. He was already a main event level guy. Him ending the Undertaker streak would have sent him to the stratosphere, but this match is still amazing. The story where CM Punk came out and beat the Undertaker with Paul Bearer's urn. It wasn't actually Paul Bearer's urn, but Paul Bearer had recently died, and they turned this into a real storyline. They brought real life into the story, and it was amazing. And the line where CM Punk looked at The Undertaker and said, "I would like to give you my heartfelt condolences for your loss," at WrestleMania. He did not say, at first I was like, oh, genius face turn for Punk. Oh, okay. And then they had this amazing match, and it's a match that both of these men should be proud of because it is one of, well, obviously, one of the best non-WrestleMania main events of all time. On a mid-tier WrestleMania, it's not elite, not bad, just mid. But this match is what takes it from what was this to mid. This match is nearly perfect. And I feel like if Undertaker had been a few years younger but Punk was the same age, this would be a top 5 Mania match of all time. And I think it already has the argument, and you could argue it. But I digress. Number 3, TLC 2 from WrestleMania 17. This Mania had a lot of bangers. This Mania is widely regarded as one of the best Manias of all time, if not the best. For me, it will forever be bare minimum top 3. Between the hardcore title match, the technical prowess of just what Undertaker and Triple H did mixed with the heavy brawling of what they did, Shane and Vince, Rock Austin 2, but then this is one of my favorite things ever in the history of forever. I sit up at night not sleeping because I'm thinking of this match. Between the Matt Hardy, Bubba Ray falling to their death, the interference from Lita, Rhino, and Spike Dudley, who were affiliated with all 3 different teams, Edge's iconic spear to Jeff Hardy, Edge and Christian winning. Jeff Hardy, I think, did a crazy swanton. When does he not? But everyone in this match did something that made the match feel like, It was awesome. I love this match. If you claim to be a wrestling fan but you don't like this match, I would question what on God's green earth have you been smoking and where can I find some? I'm joking. About the where can I find some part. I would probably ask you what you've been smoking. But I love this match. It's a banger. Edge, Christian, the Hardys, the Dudleys, three of the four tag teams on the Mount Rushmore of tag team wrestling. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Love this match. Number 2, the best Hell in a Cell match of all time. Bite me, Undertaker and Triple H at WrestleMania 28. This match had the story, the special referee shenanigans, the in-ring quality, the brutality. It had everything it takes to make a great pro wrestling match. But then you add in the Cell. You add in the Cell getting its own entrance music. You add the shock of when Undertaker took the hood off and for the first time in God knows how long, he had short hair, which for some reason was a major plot point in the early stages of this match, and I don't get it. But between everything, like, this match is, excuse me, this match is next to perfect, if not perfect. Everything about this match screams greatness just happened. This is the best Hell in a Cell match of all time, followed up by Taker Foley. That can have number 2, sure. Drew and Punk can have 3. But this was Hell in a Cell the way it's meant to be. Ending an all-time feud, ending an era, hence the name for the match, End of an Era. And it was just genuinely fantastic. I love this match so much. And that shock of Undertaker still kicking out after Shawn Michaels hit the sweet chin music into the pedigree from Triple H. Chef's kiss, if you will. And then, I could talk about this match all day, but I'm not going to because I have another entry for this video. But just know, this is the best Hell in a Cell match of all time. Ended the DX saga, but we're going to go from what ended the DX saga to number 1, what kicked off the DX saga of WrestleMania matches for Undertaker. WrestleMania 25, arguably the greatest professional wrestling match in the history of the world. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, 16-0 versus the man who had, up to this point, had Undertaker's number. Two of the best in-ring workers of all time. Undertaker, the best big man in wrestling ever. Shawn, one of the most athletic, graceful pro wrestlers we've ever watched. Having a clash, having an epic match. I think they went way over on time and something had to get cut. Or something had to get some of their time cut. But this match burned Houston to the ground. That's where WrestleMania was that year. It was in Houston in the Astrodome. Is that it? Yeah, Astrodome. And this match will forever be not just one of my favorites. I will never not consider this a top 5 match of all time unless something blows me away before the good Lord calls me home. I'm sorry, this match is... The Undertaker himself has said, this is as close to perfect as he's ever been in the ring. The Undertaker, who has had countless bangers, I just listed a bunch of them, said this is as close to perfect as he's ever been in the ring, aside from the almost dying thank you to the son of Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Shawn Michaels, we know how good he is bell to bell. Bell to bell, he's only outdone by 4, maybe 3 wrestlers. Charisma, he oozes charisma. He sweats charisma. Shawn Michaels is one of the best ever. This match, you put those two together, you were getting Kurt Hennig. Absolutely perfect. This match should have shattered every star rating there is, but Dave Meltzer's opinion is much like a butthole. Everyone's got one and they all stink. But I digress from that one. Undertaker Shawn Michaels, by far if it's one of the best wrestling matches of all time, probably gonna top a lot of lists as far as best non-WrestleMania main events, don't you think? I do. And that's the video. Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Tell me about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This has been From the Top Rope with Andrew Crawford, and unlike John Cena, I can see you, and I will see you very soon.